Hi, and welcome to another yoga bite. Today, it's all going to be about intention and intention of how we work through different ways of the sun salutation, Surya Namaskar. So even though I use these Sanskrit words, it doesn't mean that it's something that you have to remember. You have to know. There's a lot of teachers who do teach only in Sanskrit, and there's some that don't. And for me, it's not really that important, but it's just so that you're aware of where we're at and what we're doing. So let's get over to the mat. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put my alarm on so that I make sure that I don't go too far over time. I like to make these videos around 15 to 20 minutes max. So that really just gives you a bite of what yoga could be. And as I said, today it's all about the sun salutation. Sun salutation is a beautiful way to move the body in these bending kind of situations. So you're always going into a back bend or a forward bend, but there's so many ways we can do it. So my intention today is to really show you different ways of moving in a sun salutation. So I'm going to talk as we go along. So let's start by bringing our feet hip width distance apart. So it's just, taking your hands in front of the hip bone and just kind of feeling that your feet are standing underneath the hips. And why this position? Well, maybe your back is a little tired. Maybe it's you just woke up. Maybe you've been sitting a lot. And it's really good to just kind of start by giving yourself some space. And then if it feels good, then you can start moving the feet a little bit closer together, which is always going to be a little bit more of an advanced position. So let's start like this and make sure that your knees are nice and soft. I think I've mentioned it in one of the other videos. I like to always refer to the knees as being crystals. We really want to take care of them and make sure that we're not putting extra pressure on the knees that's not necessary. Then we're going to do is we're going to bring our to the chest. And I always like to say to people that this mudra, which is like a hand gesture, is balancing those energies in our everyday life, that whatever that we just kind of want to balance out here. Your feet. So how are your feet placed? How are you giving yourself a foundation from which you can move? So being aware of the feet on the mat and just feeling your feet. Start by just moving the feet, even rocking through the feet, whatever feels good for you. And just feeling that, okay, I'm grabbing my mat, I'm getting that nice grounding position so that I can move through the rest of the body. So then I'd like to just bring our awareness to the breath for a minute. Let's just start by taking some deep breaths together. So take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you breathe out, just breathe out with a deep sigh. Again, breathe in through the nose. Breathe out with a deep sigh. And one more time. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out, deep sigh. And just stand still for a moment. Just giving the body, the mind, a chance to just connect. Just letting go of wherever we're coming from and bringing our awareness to the mat. And as we move through this series of sun salutations, I would like your attention to be this. I am here. I am watching. I am observing. I am here. I am watching. I am observing. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Breathe out through the nose. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Let your hands come down open. Your arms reach up to the sky as you're bringing your awareness to the sun. And then as you breathe out, open your arms and just reach the arms, folding forward as you're bringing your awareness to the earth. Then take a nice deep breath in and stretch your back. Maybe you want to just bring your hands to your shins. If it feels okay for you to bring your hands to the floor, that's good. And then breathe out and just hang out here for a minute. Let your knees be soft. Again, you might be just starting your day and you might need to just let yourself have a chance to wake the body, to become more present. Take a couple deep breaths here, just hanging out. No intention other than I am here. I am observing. I am watching. And then with your next breath in, lift the chest, lift the forehead, and step your right foot back, bringing the right knee down to the mat. I like to be up on the tops of my fingers, so I'm just kind of resting my wrists for a little bit. So sometimes, working in yoga positions, different yoga positions really is hard on the hands and the wrists. And so it's nice to give them a little break by doing something different. So just try putting your hands or going up onto the top of your fingertips. And if it feels better for you to reach your hands down, then do that. But for me, it's also a thing that, my arms are not as long as my leg. So when I put my hands down, I actually lose my awareness or my attention to the core, and I just kind of fall into the position. So I like to come up onto the fingertips. And then let's just take another couple breaths here, because like I say, we're just warming it up. We're just getting the body used to, oh, I'm here. Ooh, I'm observing, I'm watching. And for some, this could be, a really difficult position. If this is something that kind of bothers your knee, you can take your mat and roll it so that the knee comes up onto something a little bit more softer. We're just going to be here one more deep breath. So we breathe in through the nose. And as you breathe out, you're going to bring your hands down to the mat. Let your left foot step back with hip width distance apart from the right. We're going up into our first downward facing dog. So here again, please keep the legs a little soft just to start with, and just kind of move your way through this downward facing dog. So you're again just trying to wake up the body, wake up the legs, wake up the feet, wake up the hips. So moving from side to side, lifting the heels, swinging a little bit, doesn't really matter, just kind of waking the body up. And as you're moving that, just bring your eyes forward to look at your hands, and just look at your hands and make sure that all your fingers are spread and that you're really grabbing that mat. Because a lot of the times when our focus goes away from one part of the body, we forget about it. So again, just bringing that awareness there. And then we're going to take one more deep breath here as we just slow down the movements in through the nose. Breathe out through the nose. Good. And the next time you're going to take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you breathe out, you're going to bring your knees and your hips and your chin to the floor. And if this is really difficult for you, you can just let the hips go down. If you can hold them up, do so. And then we're just going to take a nice deep breath in, and we're just going to push ourselves forward so we can come up into our first Cobra. So let me give you a couple options here. If you're tired in your back, you really don't have the strength to lift up today, then go onto your elbows. So you're just having your elbows down here and your hips are on the floor and your legs are stretching. You're going to get a back bend anyways, and it's going to be just right for you. So what's really important is that we take care of ourselves. So we're noticing our own body, and we're noticing what feels good for our own body. And that might mean that you have to just take it a little bit easy. So again, I'm watching, I'm observing, I'm here. And then as the next in breath here, we're just going to lift the chest a little bit more. As you breathe out, the chest melts a little bit. Push yourself back and then lift the hips up into your down dog again. Swing a little bit more. So again, we just make sure that the body's nice and warmed up. Moving the legs, moving the hips, making sure you're grabbing onto your mat. So maybe you want to look forward again. And then just taking a nice deep breath here, pushing those legs back into the mat. And then breathe out. And then on your next in breath, you're going to lift up on the heels, slip that right foot forward. And then you're going to put the left knee down on the mat. And then we're just going to stay here for a minute. And again, here I go up on my fingertips. You can be on the fingertips. You can have a flat hand. Just be aware that you keep engaging your core. And what do I mean by engaging your core? Just pulling the navel back a little bit. In my last video, I talked about a rubber band and how you know that the tension is mostly in the middle, so at the area of the core. So really be aware of that without making it like you're trying to hold your breath. Let's take a couple more breaths here. Again, just becoming aware of the body and how the body's feeling. No intention other than I'm here, I'm watching, I'm observing. We're going to take a nice deep breath in here, maybe lift the knee a little bit. And as you breathe out, take that back foot forward to the front and then bring your forehead towards your knees. Make sure your knees are soft if you need to. Then take a nice deep breath in, reaching the arms out to the side, bringing yourself all the way up and reaching up towards the sun. Breathe out, bring the hands back to the chest. So that's a sun salutation. And now we're just going to try and move through these sun salutations. And remember to watch, observe, and just follow your own rhythm as we go along. Hands at the chest, in front of the heart. And then just taking a deep breath in through the nose here. Breathe out through the nose. Breathe in, reaching the arms up towards the sky, towards the sun, reaching up. Hello, good morning, sun. Breathe out, let the arms open up, come down in a forward fold towards the earth. Good morning, earth. Taking a deep breath in, stretching the back, maybe bringing your hands to the shins or to your mat, whichever works good. Breathe out, forehead towards the knee. Breathe in, stepping your left foot back this time, and the knee goes down, stretching through here. And then breathe out, stepping back into your downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in here. And as you breathe out, bring your knees, bring your hips, bring your chest to the floor if you can. Relax in it if it feels better for you. Breathing out. Then breathing in into your Cobra or into your half Cobra with the elbows on the floor. So again, just listening and feeling how it's good for you. You're watching, you're observing, you're here. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, come up on the toes, lift the hips, and come back into your downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in here. Breathe out. And on the next in-breath, you're going to bring your left foot forward and your right knee down, stretching through that spine. Breathe out. Let go of the right foot, bring it forward and your forehead to the knees. Breathe in, reaching all the way up, stretching the arms, saying hello to the sun, and breathing out, bringing your hands back to the chest. Take a deep breath here. And breathe out, just feeling how the body is just getting awakened and moving and creating heat and whatever is going on. Just notice it, be aware of it. Don't worry, it's all good, all good. Let's keep moving here. Take a nice deep breath in. Breathe out. Breathe in, open the arms, reach up to the sky, say hello to that sun. Breathe out, open the arms, come down, say hello to the earth. Take a deep breath in, step your right leg back, bring the right knee down, stretch through that spine. And then as you breathe out, step back to the down dog. Keep that hip width distance between your legs. Deep breath in here. Breathe out, knees, hips, chest, down to the floor. Breathe in your full Cobra, or maybe you just want to be a little bit more aware of the back and just stay a little bit closer to the earth. It doesn't matter. Take a deep breath in here. Breathe out, up on the toes, lift the hips up into your downward facing dog. Deep breath in here. Breathe out. Breathe in, bring your right foot forward, left knee down, stretch through that back. Breathe out, lift the left foot, bring it forward, bring your forehead to the knees. Breathe in, open up, reach the arms up, reach up. Even though the sun's not shining, it's there anyways. Breathe out, bring the hands to the chest. Stand here, take a deep breath in, breathe out. Let's go for 2 more here. Breathe in, reach up towards the sun. No matter where you are, I see you. I salute you. Breathe out, open, come all the way down towards the earth. And then take a deep breath in, stepping your left foot back, left knee down, reaching up through the spine. Breathing out, stepping to your downward facing dog. Now remember to keep the knees soft if that's what you need, today. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, knees, hips, chest to the floor. Breathing in, reaching up through your Cobra with the arms stretched or with your elbows into the mat. Be aware. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, up on the toes, lift the hips into your downward facing dog. Deep breath here. Breathe out. Breathe in, right foot goes forward, left knee down, stretch through that back, through that hip. And then as you breathe out, lift the left foot forward to the right, forehead to the knees. Breathe it in, reach it up, saluting that sun. Breathing out, bringing the hands to the chest. You know, when we're saluting the sun, we're also saluting that fire, that energy in ourselves. So no matter where it is, just feel that heat and feel how it moves through you. One more sun salutation here. Take a deep breath in, breathe out. Breathe in, open the arms, reach up. Breathe out, open the arms, fold forward, down to the earth. Breathe in, step the left foot back, left knee onto the mat. Breathe out, up into your downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in here. Breathe out, knees, hips, chest to the mat. Breathe in, full cobra or half a cobra, whichever is working for you. Breathe out, up on the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Breathe in, slip that left foot forward, right knee down. Breathe out, right foot forward and the forehead towards the knee. Breathe in, reaching up, stretching up. Breathe out, bring the hands to the chest. And no matter where you are, just close your eyes. Once you're done with that last sun salutation, stand still and just feel you're here, you're observing, you're watching. Let the intention be for your practice to give yourself what it is you need. If you need to pull back, pull back. If you're ready to push forward, push forward. If you need to just focus on the breath a little bit more, stay in the positions a little bit more, do so. Let that practice on your mat become your practice. So these little bites of yoga are just inspiration so that you can continue on your mat doing whatever feels good for you. So thank you for today. Hope to see you on the mat again soon. Namaste.